Hi, my name is Yana St. Louis, and today we are going to be discussing how travel improves mental health and cultural awareness for the CMST 2060 informative speech. Why traveling matters. To start off, 97% of Americans report that having a trip planned makes them happy. This source comes from the title Planning Travel Creates Happiness. The source comes from the organization, specifically Travel Organization. And the author is Michelle Gillan. I personally love to travel because it lets me step out of my routine, experience new cultures, and learn more about myself. Every place I visit inspires me, challenges me, and reminds me of how big and beautiful the world is. I've had the great opportunity of exploring multiple countries. Some of my favorites were Bali, Indonesia, Greece, and Jamaica. These three countries were so amazing and also just gave me such a great opportunity to see the different cultures, one being in Europe, one being in Asia, and one being in the Caribbean islands. The cultures are so different and so vast, and they live their everyday lives and day to day lives in such different ways. And it was really beautiful to be able to see that, see how the children work, see how the people interact within the communities together. Travel improves mental health, increasing cultural understanding, and positively shapes personal development. Mental benefits of travel. All of these points come from the American Psychological Association, specifically titled Home News and Advocacy podcast, Why You Should Take a Vacation, written by Jessica DeBloom and Sarah Pressman. One mental benefit of travel is it reduces stress and burnout. It boosts dopamine and serotonin. It improves creativity and motivation and creates emotional rest. I can and creates emotional reset. I can also attest to these things. There's a reason why so many people tend to like to travel during summer vacation, not only because it's the time where we finally get to have an open schedule for a lot of people, but summer can be like a reset for a lot of people. It's an opportunity to relax and set new goals for yourself, which is why so many people love to travel and explore new cultures, new countries during this break to be able to get that nice reset and introduce their minds and bodies to new things, new energy, and much more. Here are some pictures of my favorite vacations that I've gone on. One of them, specifically the first one, is Kutta Beach, which was a beach on the southeast end of Bali. It was absolutely beautiful. It was really close to Thailand, but also close to Australia. It's hard to explain how that island works, but it was really beautiful. The water happened to be very aggressive, but still such a beautiful beach and so much to explore. They had paddleboarding, surfing, and much more. Surfing is very popular in Bali. The second one is also Bali, Indonesia. This is a cave that we explored on my vacation. And it was also amazing to be able to do that with my whole family. We explored this cave and we went ATV riding through it. It was really, really fun and really boosted my adrenaline. And then this third picture is a picture I have from the Dominican Republic, which is one of my favorite pictures I have. It's so beautiful. You can see a little bit of the Rocky Mountainside with the bougainvilleas and the views. It was just great and such a fun trip. Again, that was more of a Caribbean island that I have traveled to in the past, which is a very different type of culture because it's Hispanic culture, but it was so fun. Cultural awareness and global understanding. Exposure to new cultures builds empathy and open mindedness, reduces stereotypes and biases, and encourages appreciation of diversity. All of these points come from the Organization of Journalism of Tourism and Cultural Change, and this source was written by Taylor and Francis. I can attest to these things that having the opportunity to explore really does open your mind. It opens your mind because you get to be placed in this new environment where there's so much to explore, so much to see, and so much to learn how to adapt to. For instance, this picture on this slide is a picture I took in Bali. Believe it or not, this is some homes to some people. Obviously, this is very different because you don't see homes like this everywhere. Probably won't see any homes like this anywhere other than Asia. However, they make these homes from straw and different elements of the earth, which I found to be really amazing because they said it took a very long time to make. However, they are so stable, made with the wood elements and the trees, that they have been there for over 100 years. And I think that was just fascinating to see. Um, just being able to travel will really change your perspective. As Americans, I feel like we live very simple lives in a good way, but when you go to other countries, you get to see that their everyday lives are so different. They wake up and the first thing that they do is start with their agriculture, start farming, get food ready and prepared for the day. And it's not just like that for adults, like they have jobs, but the children are also take part in these activities because that is just their way of life and their way of living. A lot of the kids do go to school, but it's not for as long as an 8 hour day like we may do, but it's just quick school and then come back home to work and help their parents out with things, which I found to be really fascinating, but also really cool and creative. How travel connects to people. Meeting locals, other travelers, building friendships through shared experiences, learning new languages or customs, global connectedness. Conclusion. Travel reduces stress and improves mental health. Travel increases cultural awareness and empathy. Travel supports personal growth and new perspective. Overall, travel strengthens our mental well being while deepening our understanding of other cultures. It shows how exploring new places can positively impact both our personal growth and our worldview. Here are the references. I hope that you are able to take from this as a viewer why traveling is so important and so amazing and truly a blessed opportunity that anyone would be able to see, because there's so much of the world that is explorable. And if you have the chance to ever do it, I would highly suggest it. Thank you so much.